Just about in the center of our screen.
Okay, well, this is another crater here I just panned down to.
What does the color look like, Joe? Again, the lunar surface is tan, except deeper is more of a dark brown. And again, the new areas look more like gypsum, like whitish, chalky white. Over.
Yeah, that's just the way it looks down here, Tom. And at the top of your picture, just a moment ago, we had a darker, it looked like a Mari area up there.
We had a dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the crater. Roger, that is a Mari area with a central peak.
Roger, that central peak really stands out, John.
And the peak?
Central peak really stands out, John.
Yeah, and it's white on the bottom and sort of black-gray on the top. And then there's some white up at the top of it.
Those colors are coming through just as you're describing them. We've got that tannish color, kind of a grayish tan color, and the Mari area comes out dark black, and the white area is just like you say, Tom. They look just like gypsum.
I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's that white crater in the center of your screen.
Roger, we got it.
And it has a black spot right in the middle of it. Okay, it has a black spot right in the middle of it. That's a very small impact crater. I don't know whether it's an impact crater or not, but it's very new. It looks new.
Okay, you're talking about the fairly small one, are you not, John?
Yeah, it's very tiny. Just a white spot.
Yeah, I think we got the one you're referring to. However, we can't see the spot in the center of it. We don't have quite that good a definition.
Roger. Here's another bright one inside of a rather larger crater with a little darker brownish type bottom on it.
Yeah, we
White
get the
spot over on the side has two. You don't have the two dark spots in the center of it.
What is that white spot? Is that a small crater on the side of it there?
Roger, that's a small impact crater. If you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing on the monitor, why you're not, I don't imagine it'd be terribly easy to tell what all's going on out there. But it's a pretty good picture, all things considered, from how far it's going.
We've got a real good picture down here, John, and yeah, that little white crater on the left-hand wall there stood out real well. And the craters that you're showing us now looks as though you've got a central peak in one of those. Let's see if we can figure out which ones they are there.
Roger, look at that hill over there on the horizon.
Roger.
I'll pan the horizon here, and you can see that this is not a very flat moon. Look at all these, that's the actual hills you're seeing out there, and they really stick up. And we just saw Snoopy rising. Maybe you can see it in your picture.
We can't see him. Whereabouts in the picture is he now, John?
No. He's just right behind us, but he's not very far back there.
Okay. Hey, which way are you looking now, John?
We're going backwards right now. Okay, here's sweeping the other side of the horizon. No matter where you look on the moon, there's always some different geological structure to study. Boy, it's really got its share of. Now we're coming to a place where the Mari is getting darker. And I don't know if you can tell it from this picture here, but there are a couple of spots in the middle there that stand out that are evidently much blacker than the actual Mari.
Yeah, we got them. Those look pretty darn interesting. Hey,
Yeah, Apollo. Houston, this is Apollo 10. Look, I know you ran some studies, but by golly, we can see Snoopy, and he isn't too far away. He's catching up with us. Can you talk to the Fidos? He's right down below us. We can occasionally see him tumbling end over end down below there, and he's coming in closer each pass. That's Snoopy's descent stage. We can see him right down below us now, and he's right. I thought he was a little out of plane, but now he's looking more in plane with us.
Okay, that's real interesting, Tom. We'll try and get Fido on that. Apollo 10 is Houston. John, are you looking out directly east now, or were you looking directly east there?
We're looking backwards.
Yeah, okay.
As Snoopy is behind us. We're going BF.
Roger, copy.
Copy. Yeah, we're looking back east, and Snoopy's back there. And evidently, earlier we saw him, and he was out in front of us, going above us, and now he's behind us. But he's right around in our area, I'll clear you.
Can you estimate at all about how far below you think he is, Tom?
Oh, we've lost him down in the Maria now.
What kind of a pitch angle were you looking at him, do you think, when you last saw him, Tom? From local or horizontal?
We're looking we're looking straight out at about 215. It's taking forever for Verb 83 to come up here. Originally, we thought he might be out of plane, but that sure didn't look much out of plane to me when we finally saw him. And he's getting awful close. You can see the silver panels, and there he is, right down below us. He's cutting across the Terrunius twins. Yeah, between Terrunius B and K, and that rascal is right in plane with us. I'm looking down now at 257. He's right down below us.
Okay,
Which
Tom.
means he's down low, and he's going to be coming up.
Right, okay. You don't have any idea, range-wise, about how far out he is, do you, Tom?
No, but I can see him occasionally in the sun glint down below. He couldn't be over 10 miles. Now it's hard to say.
Yeah, roger.
See what I saw John yesterday. But we sure don't like to be around here playing footsie with that rascal.
Roger that.
You guys treated him so bad on staging, he's out to get you.
There he comes again.
Okay, are those Terrunius craters you're showing us? Again, this Houston, that reel you're showing us now really is coming in clear. Those reels and look like flow features there are pretty darn interesting. Apollo 10, Houston.
Go ahead.
Roger, Tom. If you can kind of keep one eyeball peeled out for Snoopy there and give us another hack when you pick him up again with relation to either pitch angle or some ground features, we might be able to get a rough estimate on what his orbit is.
Well, that isn't the okay, but the academic question, he was out in front of us. Now he's moved down. It looks like our orbits are crossing. And I know...
Okay, there's Centurinas there, folks. And boy, you can't see it from here, but is that rascal bright?
It sure looks bright from down here, John. It's standing out like a diamond. And 10, this is Houston. Is that area outside the bright ray there, bright ray area, is that kind of a brownish gray, or that's the way it's showing up on our color anyway?
There's a big... Okay, this is rattlesnake and diamondback reels right here.
Roger.
We're coming right into Site 2. The small craters that angle line right into Site 2. You can see some of the ridges probably very plainly. And as we get there, John can probably show you Moki, which will be on the right-hand side of your screen.
Okay.
And just to the right of Moki is what we're calling US-1, which is a tremendously wide gulf.
Okay, 10, this is Houston. We got you on the map there. Looks like you're panning right over the gashes right now and just about to come into Mulkey. Is that firm?
That's affirmed. Okay, here's US 1, and we're just right over the landing site ourselves, looking back.
Roger, US 1 standing out real good. And we pick up chuck hole right in the middle of US 1 there.
Yep. You can probably see where US 1 up here, it sort of looks like a strike slip fault. It's displaced the full width of the gulch itself.
Roger.
And we're coming up on Sabine and Ritter at this time.
Okay.
You're looking at Sabine and Ritter, and very shortly we'll be crossing Schmidt. We just went over landing site 2.
Okay, we're getting real good resolution again on this TV tonight. We're picking up all these things real good. And that's Schmidt crater. Is that a firm?
If I'm not mistaken, that's a firm. You're looking right down into Schmidt. Can you see any of the boulders around the edges that we can see from here?
Can't honestly say that we see anything like boulders there, you know. That's sure a good picture, though.
Okay, Jim.
Ken, Houston, we couldn't see any boulders, but we could sure make out the slumps on the inside of the crater there.
Some of these rascals look pretty deep to us.
Roger that. Ken, that shadow pattern on the bottom of that crater is real interesting. That looks like Theon. Is that copy with what you're showing us?
Say again, Joe?
Roger, that crater you were just showing us, the shadow pattern on the bottom with a real interesting pattern there. That looked like Theon crater.
That's firm, you're right. We're past landing site 2 now. Anna stretches up on into 3.
Roger.
Okay, here's an interesting, more than a ridge, it's a cliff-like ridge, jagged feature. It looks like it's smooth up to one end and cliffs on the other side. Looks like it might also be fairly high, in contrast, much lower than some of the other surrounding craters, though.
Roger, I think we see what you're talking about.
It almost looks. Okay, it almost looks like it's a flow that's come down the valley and stopped right at that point, and it's been dusted over. But it appears to be the front edges of some type of flow. It's the first time we've really had a chance to look at that.
Yeah, that looks real good from down here, Jane. We can pick that up. That's a good call. Boy, that one really looks rough. I think we got that as Godin Crater. Is that firm?
That's firm, and the walls are very light, whitish gray. The bottom is at 30 tan. And it's got a central peak that it's got very big boulders at the bottom. We can see from here, and it's got on the far side, on the upper side of your screen, the side is slumped down in stages. It appears like it is not slumped down smoothly like you see on the bottom side. It's mostly in shadow, but you might be able to make it out.
That's just great, and that's a good call. That's a great description, too. We couldn't make the boulders out, but that slumping is coming through just as you're describing.
We're getting into the area of long shadows as we approach the terminator at this point.
Roger.
Okay, pitching down at a half degree per second.
Apollo 10, this is Houston. I know y'all keep an eye out for Snoopy. You haven't happened to seen him again, have you?
Negative. It's going to be awful hard to. We're going into sunset here.
About 4 minutes ago, I thought I saw him go. About 4 minutes ago, I thought I saw a glimpse of him go vertically below us. However, it was just a quick glimpse. It was something glistening. It was hard to tell whether it was a close-by particle or something way down. So I really only caught him once.
Roger.
We're moving to the left-hand window now because of the sun off the hinge window.